Please rise for the graduation processional.
Good evening. I'm Frank Bartol, the Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Studies in the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Master of Ceremonies this evening. Welcome to Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine's 2022 Commencement Ceremony. We begin our ceremony with the singing of the National Anthem by Grace Dewar, Class of 2022. I ask that all gentlemen please remove your headdress during the National Anthem. Please be seated. I'm now pleased to introduce Dr. Calvin Johnson, the 7th Dean of the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine. Dr. Johnson.
Thank you, Dr. Bartol. Distinguished faculty, students, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to welcome you to the commencement exercise for this 115th class to graduate from the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine in this, the 130th year of our program. It's an honor for me to be standing before you to congratulate the class of 2022 on this momentous occasion and to welcome our guests, most notably the family and friends of our graduates, some of whom are viewing this ceremony live online. I would like to introduce some members of the platform party. Others will be recognized later in the ceremony. As I call your name, would you please stand? Mr. Clark Saley, Board of Trustees member. Dr. Jay Gouge, President. Dr. Vinnie Nathan, Interim Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. James Wayenmeyer, Vice President for Research. Dr. Taffy Benson Clayton, Vice President and Associate Provost for Inclusion and Diversity. Ms. Gretchen von Valkenburg, Vice President for Alumni Affairs and Executive Director of the Auburn Alumni Association. Dr. Melinda Camus, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Dr. Nikki Baird, Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs. Dr. Robert Judd, Department Head for the Department of Anatomy, Physiology, and Pharmacology. Dr. Paul Walls, Department Head for the Department of Pathobiology. Dr. Ann Wooldridge, Department Head for Clinical Sciences. Dr. Doug Martin, Director of the Scott Ritchie Research Center. Ms. Kathy Ante, Director of Administration, Business, and Finance. And Mr. Steve Geis, Interpreter for the Deaf, Office of Accessibility. Let's have a round of applause for these leaders. Thank you. This ceremony marks the final commencement during Dr. Jay Gouge's service as president of Auburn University. Dr. Gouge has served 2 terms as president, from 2007 to 2017, and from 2019 to the present. Under his leadership, the College of Veterinary Medicine has grown by all measures: student enrollment, faculty numbers, hospital caseload, grants and contracts, and facilities. The facilities include the Veterinary Education Center, the Wilford and Kate Bailey Small Animal Teaching Hospital, and Auburn Veterinary Specialists in Gulf Shores. The Canine Performance Sciences program has flourished under his leadership, culminating recently with a major contract with the Department of Homeland Security, Science and Technology Directorate. And as a result, Auburn serves as the nation's hub for canine detection science, innovation, technology, and education. This is Detection Canine Bagheera and his instructor, Bart Rogers. Bagheera is graduating next week to join the Pelham, Alabama Police Department just in time to deploy for the World Games in Birmingham this summer. As a symbol of our college's gratitude for President Gouge's support and leadership over a 13-year period, we have dedicated a litter of 8 puppies from Auburn's elite canine detection program in Dr. and Mrs. Gouge's honor. The Gouges have named them all: Bella, Honey, Ace, Marco, Pogo, Gonzo, Jet, and Max. In about 10 months, look for them in an airport, a football stadium, or an amusement park, and don't forget to ask the handler, "Hey, is that an Auburn dog?" From all of us in the College of Veterinary Medicine, thank you, President Gouge and Mrs. Susie Gouge, for your leadership of Auburn University. I would now like to recognize the faculty. They are the heart and soul of our college. They have worked diligently to prepare these graduates to achieve their hopes and dreams and to confidently face the future. Dr. Brandon Brunson, from the 2022 recipient of the Zoetis Distinguished Teaching Award, serves as an excellent example of faculty with outstanding teaching abilities and a deep dedication to student success. Will the members of the faculty please rise? Thank you. I would like our candidates for graduation to please stand. Now, let's give a round of applause to the family and friends who are with you today and who have encouraged you and supported you along the way. Thank you. Congratulations to our student marshal for the spring 2022 commencement, Sarah Ezel. Sarah, also the Dean's Award recipient, is from Fairhope, Alabama, and will earn the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree this evening. In a few minutes, India Woods will be the 7,527th graduate to join our family of Auburn Veterinary alumni. In keeping with the tradition of this occasion, I would like to provide some perspective on our College of Veterinary Medicine. You all may be seated. Our college is the 7th oldest in North America, and it was the first in the southern U.S. As a result, Auburn has educated many veterinarians throughout the Southeast and well beyond. In 1949, Dr. Redding S. Sugg, the dean of the college, developed and helped develop the Southern Regional Education Board, and it was the first regional education program in the United States that offered veterinary education programs for individuals who lived in states that did not have a College of Veterinary Medicine. And it has resulted in a rich tradition of cooperation that continues today through our close ties with the Commonwealth of Kentucky. 38 members of the class of 2022 have benefited under this program. Ryan Witham will be the 1,864th graduate for our college who has been educated under the Southern Regional Education Board Agreement. In recognition of Auburn's close relationship with the veterinary profession in Kentucky, we are honored to have Dr. Jason Rogers from Paducah, Kentucky, as our guest this evening. As president of the Kentucky Veterinary Medical Association, he represents all Kentucky veterinarians. Dr. Rogers, would you please stand? Thank you. Likewise, the College of Veterinary Medicine maintains a very close working relationship with the Alabama Veterinary Medical Association, and we are honored to recognize Dr. Steve Murphy, who is the association's current president. Dr. Murphy, would you please stand? Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the achievements of the 18 graduate students listed in the program who during the current academic year have earned their Master of Science or their Doctor of Philosophy degrees. Many of them have completed clinical residencies or internships during the academic year and are now employed elsewhere in specialty practice, research, or teaching. The 119 graduates in this year's veterinary class hail from 17 different states. 5 members have chosen to follow in the professional footsteps of their parents and grandparents. All 5 will be recognized during the hooding ceremony. So reflected in this linkage between generations, the veterinary profession enjoys a proud tradition of public trust and respect earned over many years of veterinary work. Would all of the veterinarians in the audience please stand and be recognized for your unique contributions to the veterinary profession? Thank you. I am honored to introduce our commencement speaker for this evening's ceremony, Dr. Carolyn Henry. Dr. Henry was named Dean of the University of Missouri College of Veterinary Medicine in February 2018. She is a tenured professor with dual appointments in the College of Veterinary Medicine and the School of Medicine. She earned the DVM degree from Auburn in 1990 and practiced small animal and emergency medicine before completing an oncology residency and master's degree at Auburn. She became a diplomate of the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine, ACVIM, in 1994. Dr. Henry served on the faculty at Washington State University from 1993 to 1997 before accepting a position at Missouri in 1997. She developed an oncology service at the University of Missouri. She is past president of both the Veterinary Cancer Society and the ACVIM Specialty of Oncology. Dr. Henry served as a Mizzou Advantage One Health facilitator, associate director of research for the Ellis Fishel Cancer Center, and associate dean for research and graduate studies at Missouri. Her research interests include canine bladder, bone, and mammary cancer, comparative oncology, and cancer epidemiology. I am very happy to introduce Dr. Carolyn Henry.
Good evening. It was great to meet some of you guys this morning. War Eagle. I love it. It's great to be back home. Thank you, Dean Johnson, for that introduction. It's so good to be back in Auburn. And let me begin by offering my congratulations to this fine group of soon-to-be doctors. It's going to sound so good. And to the family members, friends, and mentors who have helped you reach this point in your lives. So 32 years ago, I was seated in one of those chairs, and I can still recall how exhilarating and nerve-wracking it all felt. Well, that's not entirely true. In reality, I remember very little from my graduation, to be honest with you. I do remember that our speaker was a politician named Howell Heflin. My divorce was finalized 3 weeks prior to graduation. I had not gotten a high enough national board exam score to practice where I wanted to in the Gulf Coast area of Florida. And my divorced parents were arguing over seating at the ceremony. So if you would like me to help calm your jitters a little bit about your future, I've got one piece of advice. You listening? Your life and career probably won't turn out as you've planned, and that's okay. Feel better? All right, we took care of that. I speak from experience. Much of my journey has not gone according to plan. For instance, I plan to share with you today one of my favorite quotes attributed to the founder of Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford. As background, I've long felt an affinity for Ford. My dad worked for Ford Motor Company in Ohio and in the Detroit area before he was transferred to his last appointment at the Ford Kentucky truck plant in Louisville, Kentucky, when I was 11 years old. And my favorite Ford quote is probably his most famous. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. I think there are a few trainers out there who feel the same way after the Derby race this past Saturday, but wasn't that a great, I loved underdogs. That was a great race. It turns out there's no documentation that Ford actually ever made that remark, but the sentiment behind it, that the most profound innovations require us to understand a problem and look beyond what people may think they want to deliver what they actually need. That was certainly how Ford succeeded in transforming transportation and changing the world. So I earned my undergraduate degree at Eastern Kentucky University, but I planned to go back to Michigan to pursue my DVM at Michigan State. I was, however, encouraged by my pre-vet advisor at Eastern to instead look at Auburn's College of Veterinary Medicine, because they accepted at the time 32 students, I believe, unless we lost some I didn't know about, as in-state students, and they did not require the one class that I was still missing to be able to apply to Michigan State, and that was poultry production. In retrospect, that's a pretty important class these days with avian influenza. So somewhat reluctantly, I visited Auburn, which I was surprised to learn was not in Georgia, as I thought it was. And what I discovered was an absolutely captivating town and a very welcoming community. By the time I got my acceptance letter, my high school sweetheart/fiance had secured a job in Auburn as a police officer. No offense to any of the fine gentlemen here from the Auburn Police Department. And we were ready to step into our new adventure. So naturally, we got a 12-by-60 trailer in Conway Acres that came with a possum infestation in the bathroom closet and an elderly snaggle-toothed black and white cat named Sylvester as a signing bonus for buying the property. On my first visit to Auburn, I unknowingly ate venison barbecue for the first time, and I witnessed a KA parade complete with Confederate uniforms while I was buying a sweatshirt at J&M Bookstore downtown. The first impressions are very important. However, on the first day of class, I recall Dr. Charlie Hendricks greeting us at the front door, Green Hall, holding the door open and saying with a maniacal laugh, "Let the games begin." I was absolutely terrified. But I also felt like I was part of something really special. Auburn had never been on my radar, having been raised outside of the SEC. And as an avid fan of the Michigan versus Ohio State football and the U of L versus UK basketball rivalries, I was yet oblivious to that there were sports south of the Mason-Dixon line. I know, pretty sheltered childhood, right? That changed in 1986 when I moved to Auburn. I quickly embraced the culture, the university pride, and more Southern accent than my family felt comfortable with. And it comes back when I get back here, so sorry for that. Well, I'm not sorry. But I changed course. A place I'd never previously given a second thought proved transformative and absolutely changed my life. I love living off a wire road in a trailer, working at the concession stand at Jordan-Hare for OTS as a way to get into football games for free, and spending Friday nights at the War Eagle Supper Club and Gentilly Station. You guys do not know what you missed. It was classic. I'm glad we did not have cell phones back then. When I left here the first time, so take note of that foreshadowing, I took a job as a small animal veterinarian in Prattville, Alabama. What I had not planned on was quickly becoming restless in general practice and realizing that in my heart I wanted to specialize in oncology. Well, at the time, Auburn didn't have an oncology residency. What they did offer was a large animal medicine and surgery instructor named Jeff Tyler, who would become my future husband and father of 6 of our kids and our 2 adopted sons from Liberia. So there I was, as a recent graduate with less than 2 years' experience, wanting to undertake a residency in oncology in a geographic area I didn't want to leave, at a vet school where such a program did not exist. I told you I went off course a little bit on this. I didn't need a faster horse, I needed an innovative solution. So I asked the 3 faculty oncologists at Auburn It was Bill Brewer in Med-Onc, Bill Bronner in Radiation Oncology, and Ralph Henderson in Surgical Oncology, if they would let me complete an unpaid residency while pursuing a master's degree, and also allow me to moonlight at the emergency clinics in Montgomery and Columbus so that I could pay my bills during my training. Even then, it took some convincing. For free, they weren't sure that they wanted me. Bear in mind, I was a student who sat in the back row of class, eating boiled peanuts from a Ziploc bag and totally unconcerned with my class rank. I was going to practice in the Gulf Coast of Florida, and I had absolutely no aspirations related to an academic medical career. But in all honesty, I didn't come for free. Turns out they had to pay me $1 a month so that I could get a parking permit. After taxes, no lie, I netted 88 cents my first month. But by my second paycheck, that had increased to 90 cents after taxes. So that's how good I was, people. What I learned from this experience was that unconventional is okay, and starting over is not synonymous with failure. Sometimes it's a marker of bravery. If what you want seems out of reach, ask for it anyway. If your heart isn't in what you're doing, change what you're doing, not your heart. Or as Stephen Colbert once said, if we'd all stuck with our first dream, the world would be overrun by cowboys and princesses. My greatest advice for this class, a class that has endured 2 years of a pandemic, an annoying degree of pivoting and meeting unprecedented challenges, is simple. Keep an open mind. If opportunity doesn't knock, open the door anyway from time to time and look in there and see if there's something you need to flag down as an opportunity. Be unconventional, be courageous, and be proud of your profession and the institution that has provided you with the training needed to be adaptable. I'd like to close with another Ford quote, and this one he really did say. Most people think that faith means believing something. Oftener, it means trying something and giving it a chance to prove itself. I encourage you to savor this moment. When you leave here today, have the faith to try something you might not have otherwise considered. The greatest part of our profession is that it offers unlimited opportunities to reinvent yourself and give yourself a chance and another chance and another chance. Be audacious about that. Stay loyal to your Auburn family, humble in your success, and forever grateful to this profession that will provide you with enduring opportunity and a purposeful life. Congratulations, and War Eagle.
Thank you, Dean Henry. It has been our privilege for the past 41 years to enjoy separate commencement ceremonies befitting a professional college. It is indeed a privilege that the college has allowed this distinction. So I would like to thank President Gouge and Interim Provost Nathan for this opportunity, and Trustee Clark Saley for joining us to confer the degrees. It is my pleasure to present the members of the graduating class in formal recognition of satisfactory completion of all requirements for the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. Will the candidates for the degree please rise? President Gouge, Interim Provost Nathan, Trustee Saley, I am pleased to present these 119 candidates who have completed the professional curriculum for the DVM degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of Trustees of Auburn University, I do now confer upon each of you the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertaining. Please be seated. Graduates, please now come forward as your name is called.
Virginia Ada Thicken, magna cum laude.
Monique Azur.
Seth Garrett Baker, cum laude.
Haley Madison Batt, summa cum laude.
Courtney Brooke Beasley.
Brittany Nicole Brangers.
Jeffrey Dylan Rawson, cum laude.
Regis Augustin Burkhart III.
Caitlin Elise Butler, summa cum laude.
Malia Carell.
John Carter.
Julia Marie Christopher, cum laude.
Deanna Louise Cochran, cum laude.
Michael Ryan Copeland.
Robert Kincaid Cornelius.
Chandler G. Coskery, cum laude.
Keisha Jasmine Patrice DaCosta.
Caitlin McBride Dever, summa cum laude.
Jennifer Maria Donaggio.
Caroline Dale Deerdick.
Margaret Ann Elder.
Ryan Jordan Farrell, cum laude.
Kayla Elizabeth Farrell, magna cum laude.
Abigail K. Foose, magna cum laude.
Taylor Ann Foster.
Lillian Margaret France, cum laude.
Courtney Renee Frazier.
Michaela J. Frederick, cum laude.
Annie Louise Friedman, summa cum laude.
Claire Elizabeth Gainey, summa cum laude.
Ian Nathaniel Gilson.
Madison K. Golke, cum laude.
Ashlyn Gamal, summa cum laude.
Aubrey Garcia Garden Gould, cum laude. Aubrey is here hooded by her aunt, Dr. Michelle Garden, University of Georgia, class of 1998.
Brianna Lynn Grandpré, summa cum laude.
Amanda Kathleen Grandy.
Kathleen Gray, cum laude.
John Robert Harris.
Chloe S. Haynes.
Haley Brooke Heelan, magna cum laude.
Kendall N. S. Helpert, cum laude.
Ollie Beatrice Hensley, magna cum laude.
Cecilia Lucia Vidoria Hernandez, magna cum laude.
Catherine Eleanor Hill, cum laude.
David Hollis Hilty.
Christina Holbrook.
Kate Hovius, summa cum laude.
Hannah Lee Hersman, cum laude.
Richard Connor Husky.
Macy Nicole Junkus.
Fleur Isabel Jones.
Sarah Kate Kennedy.
Stephanie Grace Kubik, cum laude.
Claire Grace Lineberger, cum laude.
Bailey Josephine Long, cum laude.
James Andrew Mackey III.
Samuel Grant Manasco.
Leslie Martindale, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Rochelle McCauley, summa cum laude.
Emily Brooks McKinley, magna cum laude.
Ashley McMahon.
Darcy Paige Myman, cum laude. Darcy is being hooded by her father, Dr. Jim Myman, Iowa State University, class of 1991.
Joshua Gavin Middleton, cum laude.
Best looking one on stage right there.
Kendall Ross Mitchell.
Mallory Brooke Maz, magna cum laude.
Taylor Joe Montgomery, magna cum laude.
Kaylee Elizabeth Montone.
Melissa Elaine Morris, cum laude.
Krista L. Morrison.
Sarah Lauren Moses, cum laude.
Michelle Munkaugen Reyes.
Lauren Hilton Muir.
Caitlin Gauntz Napsiger.
Eleanor Blaine Newsom.
Sarah McWhorter Now, magna cum laude.
Kaylin Barkley Osborne, cum laude.
Devin E. Osterhan, magna cum laude.
second best looking one right there.
Jessica Paige Owens.
Kelsey Pierce.
Joseph Andrew Philpott, magna cum laude.
Brandy Nicole Pittman.
Allie Christina Poole, summa cum laude.
Margaret Ann Powell, cum laude.
Samantha Pointner.
Elizabeth Alden Pryor, cum laude. Elizabeth is being hooded by her brother, Dr. Peter Pryor, Jr.
Bailey Reed Ross.
Lindsay Elizabeth Ross, magna cum laude.
Nicholas William Robbins, cum laude.
Austin Mark Rogers.
Ronald Benjamin Sams, magna cum laude.
Adam Daniel Saylor.
Kelsey Jean Short.
Nicholas Wayne Sugarts, magna cum laude.
Alexa Frances Simmons, summa cum laude.
Kaylee Elizabeth Sims, cum laude.
Teresa Marie Sosby.
Brooke Lee Staley.
Sydney Elizabeth Stotler, magna cum laude.
Christopher Paul Tadich.
Madison Lou Taylor, cum laude.
Emily Joanna Thatcher, cum laude.
Elizabeth Callie Thorson.
Sophia Todiesa.
Joshua Mason Trumbull.
Madison Sarah Turner.
Hunter Nicole Walker, magna cum laude.
Rachel Elizabeth Ward, cum laude.
Nathan Lawrence Wickman, summa cum laude.
Whitney Lynn Wilhott, magna cum laude. Whitney is a third-generation Auburn DVM. She is being hooded by her father, Dr. Frank Wilhott, class of 1990. Her grandfather, Dr. Richard Wilhott, was the class of 1953.
Brianne Marie Williams.
Jordan Nicole Wills, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Wilson, summa cum laude.
Ryan Kent Witham.
Camille Wood.
Amelia Grace Dewar, summa cum laude.
Sarah Ezel, summa cum laude.
India Woods.
All right, Brian Chase Turner. And not to forget, magna cum laude.
Dr. Steve Murphy will now lead the class of 2022 in the veterinarian's oath. Dr. Murphy graduated from Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine in 1983. He entered general practice in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee for 2 years before returning to his hometown, Cullman, Alabama, where he purchased a mixed animal practice from a retiring veterinarian. 39 years later, the solo mixed animal practice has transitioned to a 5-doctor small animal practice. Dr. Murphy and his wife, Alyssa, have raised 3 children and served their community and profession through various organizations over the years. Dr. Murphy currently serves as the president of the Alabama Veterinary Medical Association. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Murphy to administer the veterinarian's oath.
Good evening. On behalf of the Alabama Veterinary Medical Association and your colleagues throughout the state, it is indeed my pleasure to be here with you to celebrate this occasion tonight. And with that in mind, basically, I'm looking for my instructions. With the class, the doctors of the class of 2022. Please stand. If you would, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Being admitted to the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society, through the protection of animal health and welfare, the prevention and relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept as a lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. Thank you. You may be seated.
Okay, so one more time, please join me in recognizing these new veterinarians in the Auburn University class of 2022. It's now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Gretchen R. Van Valkenburg, Auburn University class of 1986, and Vice President for Alumni Affairs and Executive Director of the Auburn Alumni Association at Auburn University. Ms. Valkenburg. There she is.
Well, congratulations and War Eagle. Now that you've completed the rigorous academic requirements of your degree, you join a prestigious group of 7,900 alumni. Auburn University veterinary alumni have used their degree to serve others, better their communities, and succeed in ways they never would have imagined the day that they donned their caps and gowns. I have no doubt that each of you will do the same. You became a member of the Auburn family when you made the decision to attend Auburn University. You made friends that will last a lifetime. You studied, you persevered, and most importantly, you succeeded in this important achievement during extraordinary circumstances, especially over the last few years. Would all Auburn alumni in attendance today please stand to be recognized? That may be you. Y'all are now alumni. Everybody else too. Thank you. You may be seated. As a professional graduate, you have also earned the privilege of being one of the newest members of the College of Veterinary Medicine Auburn Alumni Affiliate Group. This group will promote the growth of a network of engaged alumni to facilitate the sharing of professional development and employment opportunities and provide a platform for clients to locate Auburn Vet Med Auburn alumni practitioners in their area. As you head out into the world, please remember that your Auburn Alumni Association is here to assist you to stay connected with Auburn University and to each other. And whether you stay here in the loveliest village or you move across continents, there are plenty of ways to stay engaged. I encourage you to connect to that vast Auburn alumni network, which now boasts over 250,000 in number. Download the Auburn Alumni Association Forever AU app and get involved with your alumni affiliate.
But whatever you do, please stay in touch because we're awfully proud of you. We want to know what you're doing. I am so proud to be here with you today and share it with you as the Executive Director of the Auburn Alumni Association. It is my sincere hope that you will always believe in Auburn and love it. Congratulations again, and War Eagle.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to introduce Dr. Brian Chase Turner, who will deliver the closing remarks. Afterward, would you please stand for the singing of the alma mater by Dr. Grace Doer of the class of 2022, and then remain standing for the recessional. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, I wasn't really nervous about giving this speech until recently, during my preceptorship in Texas, when I was shocked to find out that I supposedly have a really strong accent. I hope that you're able to follow along, but if I get carried away, I'm sure my wife can come up here and translate for me. Despite how we talk, where we came from, or where we're going next, we are united in this arena, bound by the same driving force that many of us have felt most of our lives, a calling to better the lives of animals. And as our time as students comes to a close, the chapter of our lives we have prepared for so diligently begins. Once we cross this stage, we also officially assume the precious responsibilities that come with the letters added to the end of our names. The thing that I love the most about veterinary medicine is the same thing that makes it tricky to try and write a speech about. This field doesn't need any profound, insightful, or original thoughts to describe it. It's not hard to make our job sound appealing or rewarding, and for a pet's owner, it's really not hard to make our job sound vitally important to the human-animal bond. And no matter how much we love our calling and try to protect it, we're all aware of the things that have swayed others from this profession. It would be all too easy to fixate on the debt we have accrued or the pressure of liability and emotional fatigue that plagues the compassionate individuals that have dedicated their lives to relieving the suffering of animals. But even more than that, we are eager and humbled at the opportunity to practice something as complex as veterinary medicine and to have spent the last 4 years learning from some of the field's most brightest and accomplished minds. And even as diverse as we are as a group, fundamentally, we share a deeper knowledge of the immense reward that comes with the line of work for which we have been training all these years. No matter how much the long hours and tedious paperwork have tried us, we clung steadfast to the idea that when we finally receive these diplomas, we will be able to competently treat patients and educate their owners. And even though we are nervous about what lies ahead after this ceremony, I think it's important to keep in mind that we received our education from the top clinical teaching hospital in the country. Just as burned into your memory as the green ECC walkie-talkie screaming "triage to the front" are the skills needed to make fast decisions that could save an animal's life. And while your future cases may twist and turn like pushing an anesthesia cart to and from every service in the hospital, I know that our class possesses the patience and diligence to continue to provide the same quality of medicine that we've learned right here at Auburn. Time moves so quickly when you're a veterinary student that it really seems like the transition from driving the farm animal golf cart while doing inventory to driving a vet truck out on farm calls was nothing more than a few days. My point being that after we cross this stage, we will no longer have our beloved clinicians to help us and walk us through a differential list, advise us on diagnostics, or fix the typos in our discharges. But we will always have the lessons we have learned, the notes we have taken, and most importantly, the supportive network of friends and colleagues that is the class of 2022. You have all become family to me, and I am proud that my picture will hang beside yours and among so many wonderful professionals in the front lobby of Green Hall. Vet school is such a challenging chapter in anyone's life, and it would have been so much more difficult without the camaraderie and support that we've all shown each other. To our family and friends, thank you so much for standing by us while we pursued our dreams. No one will ever know the number of stressed phone calls, good luck texts before exams, study sessions that interfered with special occasions, and care packages that have been traded between the people in this arena, but we are so grateful for all of you. A lot of the sacrifices that we have made during school, we will continue to try and balance as we begin our careers, and having an understanding support system is priceless. To our professors and clinicians, thank you for arming us with the knowledge to practice this craft and for showing us patience while we learned under your instruction. And most importantly, to all the animals that ignited the fire of veterinary medicine in this group of brand new veterinarians, thank you for giving us a dream that was impossible to give up on. Thank you for inspiring compassion that will undoubtedly benefit thousands of animals for all the years to come. We hope to make you proud.